What now, Rankle?
Here's an interesting twist. After refusing to fly our colors, a Verdant delegation has arrived led by Baron himself, seeking an audience.
Baron in Nascent City. What does he want?
Clearly, they've had a change in attitude.
Even so. Why come with hat in hand now? Our efforts to choke off their supply of Phrygian ice must be working.
I'll tell him you're busy and send them away.
This is not just any delegation, Rankle. These are Verdant. If Baron is in need, we shall hear him out. I'm feeling generous today, and I think I know a way to make my generosity cost them dearly.
The Verdant lands are not welcoming to travelers.
Vultan said your people gave shelter to a man from beyond the stars. That's where we're going to start.
They are not my people.
Fine, your former people. How do I find them?
My birth tribe had barely enough for themselves. They would never waste resources on an outsider.
Look, I know you have issues. You don't have to come. I can do this on my own.
You think very highly of your skills.
What I think is there's an open rift right here today from the Patriot soldier that came to get Lillian. I'm going to go find my father.
Fine, I will come with you.
No one is suggesting that you give up your traditional flag, Baron.
Only that we fly yours above it.
It is not my flag. It is our flag. The flag of the United Peoples of Mongo.
What you call unity, I call submission.
I'm offering your people a new hope. A life free of the sickness. To refuse would seem almost criminal.
Oh, not almost. Willful refusal to protect others from contamination is a violation of code that is punishable by death.
Verdant colors have flown above our council houses for 100 generations.
Yes. But we live in a new world, Baron. It's time to stop clinging to your old ways.
What of the other cantons? Have they agreed to live under this flag?
They soon will.
Once they see the Verdant have given in.
Oh, I doubt they still look to the Verdant for leadership.
People have long memories.
People have empty bellies. They have crops in need of water. Why argue? We're trying to form a bond, an alliance to benefit all our people. Your father signed my treaties, Baron.
And you still put him in his grave.
I did what was necessary. But let's not dwell on the past, shall we? The future beckons. If the Verdant need water, then join me.
We are not yet that thirsty.
Where's Dale?
She has her own things to worry about.
Okay. Just asking. This is not a sightseeing tour. I know that, but, you know, it's a whole other planet. I've never seen it. Just take a few pictures for me, will you? Thank you. Why?
I'm sorry, but I'm tired of always being the guy who's counting down from 10 while someone else is getting on the rocket ship.
Okay, I can understand that, but this isn't Disneyland. This is a dangerous place.
I know that, and I am prepared to face whatever danger. Ah!
Welcome to the rocket ship ride.
You said not welcoming to travelers, you meant really not welcoming.
We are not safe here.
She's afraid. And if she's afraid, that means we're in trouble. We're gonna die.
Who did this?
That is the work of night hunters.
Night hunters.
Do I want to know who they are?
They are savage things that inhabit the lands. They feed on those who are unlucky enough to be caught by them.
Now, when you say feed, do you mean...
His throat's cut. Please don't tell me they drink their blood.
While fresh, we must move quickly.
Shouldn't we cut this guy down?
You are wasting time.
Flash, look. If the badass alien bounty hunter is scared, don't you think we should be really, really scared?
Buddy, back off. She's armed.
As was he, no doubt. A lot of good it did him. I'd clear out here by nightfall if I were you. Balin.
Hello, Baron.
Are you here in Ming's employ?
I work for Ming no more.
She's taking me to see the Verdant. I need to speak with him.
What was that?
You vouch for them?
I risk traveling through night hunter territory for him.
Come. You're not safe here.
It's so much like Earth. I mean, except for the 3 moons and the blood-drinking cannibals. The dimensional shift must be really quite small, which might explain why they speak the same language.
Calm yourself. We are guests here.
The Night Hunters have claimed another.
We have all been worried you traveled without your attendants. You must not take such risks.
See to it that his body is put to rest with some dignity.
We will do our best to honor him.
I'm Flash Gordon. And this is Dr. Zarkov and Balin.
Balin,
Hello, Naya.
return to us?
I will not stay long. I come only as a guide to these travelers.
Yes, we're looking for my father, Dr. Lawrence Gordon. Do you know him?
We know of no such man.
Vultan told us he heard talk of a man from the stars.
Vultan of the Dactyls does not speak for Verdun. You have wasted your journey.
No, that's not possible.
You may stay the night under vow of peace. Then take your travelers elsewhere.
Wait a second, I just...
Vow of peace.
You've got to be kidding me.
Vow of peace. Hey.
Hey, got the weirdest message. Desk Sergeant insisted it was from you.
It was from me.
I owe you lunch. Bring your appetite.
Well, there's been a couple of times lately I've had to cancel on you last minute.
More than a couple.
And I'd like to tell you how sorry I am about that.
So, what's for lunch? I don't see anything.
Who said anything about eating?
Give you the dreams I'm having.
I'd rather just talk a bit. We don't do that so much these days.
Well, work's been crazy.
Really? Is that it? Because, I mean, I can handle work's been crazy. Work's been crazy is like you come home, you tell me a story about some report you did on a burning ferry, or like a llama that spat on you.
It was a camel.
Point is I don't remember the last time that you told me a work's been crazy story. So why don't you tell me about what's going on with you? With us?
I feel great about us, Joe.
Then why did you look away before you said that?
I feel great about us.
I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. But things just haven't been right between us ever since you started on that story with Flash Gordon.
How many times do I have to tell you there's nothing going on between Flash and I?
I know you're not sleeping with him. There is something going on, isn't there?
I'm sorry, but I cannot talk about this right now.
I want to, but I can't.
Hey, listen, I know that should be enough for me, but I don't think it is.
Just because there's things I can't talk about doesn't mean that it changes the way I feel about you, Joe.
What changes the way I feel about you?
You're pretty handy. What are you working on here?
Hello. I am the tender. I look after our machines.
Looks like you guys are living off the land out here, huh?
Yes. The Vernon once had great scholars. Before Ming's rule, I mean. My father taught me as his father taught him to tend to the equipment that was built by our ancestors.
My father taught me to fix old cars. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? Don't you? Is he here?
No, I do not know anything.
I don't want to make trouble. I just want to find my father. Please.
I'm sorry, I cannot help you. I must see to my work now. Thank you. Come again.
It's amazing. I'm really here. I'm on Mongo, surrounded by aliens.
On Mongo, you are the alien.
You know, I gotta say, it's not so bad. It's kind of like Big Sur in the 70s.
Things have changed much since I was here. We lived in terrible hardship. There was never enough water for all. There were very few children, and now the young are everywhere.
Ming must have turned on the water.
He sets maximum quotas for all cantons. No price will buy more.
Smart. Keep the other tribes struggling so no one's strong enough to challenge them. Smart, but evil.
Hey, wanna know what's really annoying? Is how everybody here clams up anytime I ask about my father. There's something they're not telling me.
I know that what Ming asks for goes against our traditions. But I will not see our people die over a piece of cloth.
It's not just a piece of cloth. It's a symbol of submission. A rag that wipes away all memory of what our people once were.
The children are already showing signs of the sickness. If we do not get clean water soon, it will take us all. What good will our memories do us then?
What's the point of survival if the generations after us become less than Verdun?
You think I want that? If we are ever to regain what we once were, we must first continue to exist. What other choice do we have?
The council has talked of lottery.
No.
If our water allotment is not enough for our numbers, we must decrease them.
I will find another way.
What about this stranger, Flash Gordon? He could help us.
Flash Gordon's father brought this trouble to us. I will not let his son destroy us.
Naya, isn't it? I need to talk to you.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Can't or won't. I know you know where my father is, and I know you want to tell me, so please.
Okay, go to your mother. You're mistaken. I don't know where he is. I can't tell you anything.
Do you have kids?
None that live.
I'm sorry. Then you know what it's like. Imagine there was one out there looking for you, and there was someone like you who had the answers that could help find them the truth.
The truth can be complicated.
Complicated? You have no idea.
Naya. You're needed elsewhere.
I do think your new flag is rather attractive, Father.
Yes, yes. And when it flies over every canton, it will be nothing more magnificent.
Then why wait? Issue a proclamation. What's the point of being supreme ruler if people don't do what you tell them?
The point of a flag aura is to unite the people under a common idea. They have to adopt it willingly.
The Dactyls and the Turin, maybe, but the Verdun will never agree to it.
which is why I will start with them. When they agree, the others will follow.
Why does anyone even care what those arrogant bush dwellers think? Clothing is atrocious and they smell of moss.
For all your spying and scheming, you understand nothing of politics.
Then educate me. I'm not stupid and I want to be useful to you.
The tribes haven't forgotten that Baron is descendant of the old command. They believe his birthright gives him a claim.
If you don't like what people believe, just replace their beliefs with ones of your own.
Yes, yes. But minds are a tricky thing to change. And Baron will do all he can not to let anyone forget about his so-called royal blood.
Then as pretty as it is, I don't think your little flag can do it on its own.
Do you know what the Council is speaking of? Lottery. I swore I would not see another in my lifetime.
I have tried everything I know.
Then try again. This is our last hope, Quinn. Please, try again.
Your parents' names are honored among our tribe.
I thought I was alone.
You are never alone. You are a Verdant wherever you go, however far.
You dare to claim me? After what you did to my family?
There was no choice.
And so you banished us.
Your parents agreed to the lottery. We all did.
And that makes it acceptable?
The lottery is a tradition older than memory. It is the Verdant way.
It is nothing to be proud of. And they were fools to follow it.
You must not be here. It is forbidden.
What is this thing?
It is our water machine. Your father built it.
My father built this?
Where are you hiding it?
No problem. He's not with Quinn.
No, my problem is with you for lying to me. Where are you hiding him?
He's not here. He abandoned us.
My father would never do that.
Your father destroyed my people.
What are you talking about?
His precious machine.
Oh, wait, doesn't this make water fresh water?
No!
It did. But it stopped working.
It's broken? He gave you fresh water and now you hate him?
My people have grown dependent on this machine. And now we are too many to survive without it. So we must face the lottery.
Do you want to pick who dies because it's failed?
Well, instead of throwing your weight around, why don't you get me some tools? I'll see if I can fix it.
Why would you help us?
Why wouldn't I?
Here's something that will shock you. Aura had an interesting thought.
Well, that doesn't surprise me at all. She's a very bright girl.
Oh, please. Next you'll be telling me you're an excellent dancer. But there may be hope for her yet. She rightly points out that it will take much more than a flag to choke these rumblings about Baron.
He is a problem easily solved.
Mongo is a very dangerous place. Accidents happen all the time.
No one would believe it if it was an accident. He could hang himself in the cloister square and I'd still be blamed for his death. Besides, he's much more useful to us alive. If we win Baron, we win the Verdun. If we win the Verdun, we win all of Mongo.
But you already have all of Mongo.
I don't want them to just fear me. I want them to love me. Surely you of all people can understand this.
Quinn will stay and help you. You have until third moon.
Great. Thanks. Look at this thing. We're gonna need all the help we can get. So, what do you think?
Well, ingenious. The catchment system oxygenates the water and reduces molecular clustering. Then it's passed through a detoxifying magnetic field and into the catch basin.
You are a tender for your tribe as well? You look after their machines.
I tinker a little.
It is a great honor. We tenders maintain our people's knowledge. There is no nobler calling.
I try to tell people that. Guys like us get no credit.
Hey, guys. We've got no current.
Yeah. Here we go. This must be the power source for the magnetizer. Right here.
Oh, hey!
Yeah.
This is my father's calculator. I used to play with this thing when I was a kid.
Yeah. It's fried. You must have used this to power the magnetizer. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm amazed that it lasted so long. When did the machine stop working?
The last lunar conjunction. I tried everything he taught me to fix this.
Aha! He built in a hydro-powered recharging system. That explains how it lasted so long on that battery pack. Genius!
My father taught you?
Yes. Your father was a very remarkable man. He was very good to me and to us.
How long was he here?
2 seasons, a little more. It was many cycles ago.
Why did he leave? Where'd he go?
No one knows. He used to talk about Earth, how he would someday return home. I just hope that he made it.
He didn't.
The lottery is not the answer.
It is our tradition. We are ready to follow it.
We still have other options.
Hey, Starkov's trying to scrounge up some more tools. We need your IP. What's going on?
The lottery. They have already voted.
I cannot allow this.
We've heard you out. A vote has been held. Each family has accepted. Quinn? Do you accept the lottery?
I do.
You may choose.
Why do I feel like I'm crashing a funeral?
It is a Verdun tradition. When resources are scarce, some live, others win the lottery.
Wait a minute, is that what happened to you and your parents? What's the Blackstone? I'm guessing that's not good.
Her family must depart the tribe.
This courage will be remembered.
You have to stop this.
This is our world, Flash Gordon, not yours.
But they don't need to do this. Tell them.
They do this because the water machine failed them.
Well, we can fix this. We just need more time.
Your promise, your word of honor. Your father also made promises he did not keep.
You did not vote for the lottery. You don't need to draw a stone.
I accept the lottery.
It's all right.
The IP as a power source, it's 1,000 times more than what we need. If it doesn't work...
Nothing.
This is supposed to be what I'm good at. The one thing I am good at. What am I missing?
If you have the Waterbringer's magic.
It's not magic. It's science. Why can't I do this?
See, this is the problem, that none of us are my father, but both of you worked with him, okay? So what would he have done?
He used to say to me, you must think past what you already know.
Yeah, he used to say that to me, too. What does that mean? Think of something I can't think of.
You can do this. You have to.
Okay. More power's not working. The old power supply was barely a trickle, so maybe it's a matter of recalibrating the ionic field. The calculator. I need to see it.
It's almost night. We can't stay here much longer.
What happens to the lottery winners if we don't get this fixed tonight?
There will be a casting out ceremony where all will make their farewells, and then fate will decide.
Then I'll keep working. Can you stay?
I will stay.
We'll stay. Tanders can be heroes, too.
Got the calculator.
Hello, Flash? Boston cream party?
Steven's not home right now, honey. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was just, there's nothing important.
You've got donuts. What's wrong? When you and Steven were dating and you were upset about something, he'd show up with a baker's dozen and he'd eat them all while you got whatever it was upsetting you off your chest.
Am I really that predictable?
Well, he's not home right now, but if you have something you want to talk about, I love donuts.
This is going nowhere. We need that calculator. What is it?
I want to go home.
Baron, wait! You tried to stop them. Why?
No one needs to die. I should be able to protect them all.
But it is the way of the Verdant. Is that not what you swore to protect?
Not at this price.
After seeing you again, how could I pull the lottery? Our proud tradition that sent you to your death.
Do not grieve for me, Baron. I am not dead, only changed. Where are you going?
To bend my knee before that tyrant Ming. If it will prevent the lottery, we will fly his unholy flag. And I will forever be the man who agreed to it.
Let me come with you.
And see my shame? No.
Then I wish you luck.
It's not Joe's fault. There's just so many things right now that I can't share with him.
What kind of things?
Nothing bad. Work stuff. But it feels like every time I keep something from him, it's like I'm lying.
Well, secrets are hard on a marriage. Whether you're the one keeping them or the one letting them be. It's never easy.
Sure isn't easy with Joe anymore.
Tell me something, and listen, stop me if I'm crossing a line here. But why are you coming to Steven with this?
I guess I thought he'd understand. You know, we've been working on this story together.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad that you two are becoming friends again. But I do think that if you turn to someone when you need help and that person's not your fiancé, you should probably have a look at what that means.
Yeah.
You should rest.
Rest if you promise not to fall on your sword in the morning.
There are no swords. We're only asked to leave the canton.
Oh, yeah? What are your chances of surviving, huh?
I accept my fate.
How? How can you do that?
Well, if I lived with the lottery when others were cast out, how can I feel differently now it's my turn?
Well, I think we're onto something. We're just gonna keep working until we run out of time.
You're so like him. The minute I saw you, I knew it in my heart.
Knew what?
That you were his son. He wouldn't give up either. He convinced us to strive for more, to regain our former greatness. But he didn't stay to see it.
You and my father.
As I said, the truth can be complicated. Please, do not think poorly of him for finding comfort here.
He's stranded on an alien planet. I guess there's no rule book for that, right?
He spoke of you every day. He would have done anything to get back to you. And your mother.
He talked about us.
Of course. Sit with me. If this is to be my last night, I'd love to spend it speaking of your father.
I'm gonna grab Balin. I'm gonna go back to Zarkov and I'm gonna fix this machine. And you'll have many more nights to tell me everything.
You know, I always felt a little guilty that it didn't work out between you and Stephen.
Why would you feel guilty about that?
Well, you know, if he'd actually gone away to Yale with you and not stayed here for me.
What are you talking about?
He didn't tell you. Oh. Well, 3 weeks before he was supposed to leave for college, the doctors found a metastatic tumor on my right kidney.
Nora, no.
I know. It's okay, hon. So far, so good, anyway. But things were pretty dicey there for a while. Stephen losing his dad the way he did. I guess he just wanted to be here. You know, just in case.
I can't believe he didn't tell me.
Maybe he thought if he did, that you would want to stay here too. And I guess he just didn't want to get in the way of your dreams.
Quinn? Zarkov?
They were taken by a night hunter.
I never should have left him alone.
Oh, tell me it's not blood. Tell me it's not blood.
It's not blood. It's only Alvirium wine. It's to relax us, so our blood will be sweet at the kill. Fear is said to make the blood taste bitter.
Well, then my blood is probably going to taste like vinegar, so you might as well just let me go. I'm probably not worth the time. In fact, I practically live off of chili dogs and diet soda, so every artery is clogged with who knows what. I guarantee you, I'm going to taste terrible. No!
I don't know what Zarkov did to this thing, but until he fixes it, it's not firing.
That is unfortunate, since without it, he would be dead.
What? I've seen you kick ass. I've seen you eat a bomb. We'll take this guy.
Flash! Flash! This is a night hunter. Do you understand? He will call his brothers to the feast. You cannot take on a night hunter.
Why not?
They see in the dark. They will find you wherever you hide. No, I cannot.
These guys got you pretty freaked out, don't they?
They took me once. After my family was cast out, they took me and strung me up. I would have died if my parents had not. They are dead because of me.
Not because of you. Because of them. I'm not gonna hurt you anymore, Balin. Everything's gonna be fine, I promise. We're all gonna be fine.
What is that? That is the kill knife. He's gonna use it.
You know what? Never mind. We have to do something. We can't just sit here and wait to die.
What do you think we should do?
Now that was not a good idea. See, now you've excited the rest of them, and they are coming.
Flash! Flash!
Hey, bloodsucker! Smile.
Watch it! I think he's got a knife.
I was gonna suggest therapy, but that worked pretty good.
Baron, did not expect to see you again so soon. You remember Rankle?
He's not easily forgotten.
And my daughter Aura, she wishes to become involved in politics. I could do without them myself.
And who would rule in your benevolent stead?
Who indeed? You have spoken to your council.
This decision was not theirs, it is mine. So I alone will carry the burden of having made it. We will fly your flag. For all to see.
A wise choice.
See that they have unlimited source water until the sickness passes. It shall be my gift to my new son. Nothing will give me more pleasure than to announce the joining of the most respected cantons of Mongo.
What?
Father?
This betrothal is the ideal symbol of the new alliance between denizens. It will be a message to all Mongo that old wounds have healed, and a new peace has arrived.
I would like a moment to consider this.
To consider it? I'm offering you my daughter, my own flesh. I know you won't disappoint me.
It would be an honor to request the bond of your daughter.
She shall be yours. You have your wish. Welcome to politics.
It was so simple.
I was just overthinking it.
It's almost daylight. We'll be safe soon.
I will protect us. I faced a night hunter and won.
You got your cell phone?
Yeah, but these roaming charges will kill me.
It's just like Quinn said. We had to think like Dr. Gordon. What made him different than everyone else on this planet? He wasn't from this planet.
And neither was his calculator.
The magnetizer was built to Earth specs. It needs an Earth-based microprocessor to stay in calibration. When that night hunter was going to kill us, it was like everything suddenly became crystal clear.
So that's what you needed? Some wine and a night hunter?
Wine and a chaser of terror. Just like every date I've ever been on, only this time I got somewhere.
Perhaps you need to be threatened with death more frequently. What? It is stimulating.
Here goes.
Yeah. It is working. You did it, Zarkov. You did it.
It is working.
Once our people welcomed a stranger into our home. The Waterbringer brought us new life. Today, the son of the Waterbringer has saved us again.
Well, actually, it was more like
a team effort.
You are welcome to return here at any time, all of you. You will be treated as Verdun.
I get the feeling you miss my dad just as much as I do.
In our lives, it is possible to love new people while still loving the old.
Trust me, I know all about that.
Zarkov? You here?
The harder thing is to be the one left behind, going on with your life. Without the person you believed would always be in it.
Do we have a problem?
We have a problem. The rift has collapsed.
We're stuck on Longov.